He's got a bigger audience than Trudeau has at any of his stops. But then again, he's at an event, it looks like. So any other takeaways from that for you, of his answers?
Well, yeah, at least he's answering questions, unlike Justin Trudeau, who doesn't even engage with protesters who block his bus for half an hour. I thought he was very caring about Indigenous issues.
Bonjour, vous allez bien?
Non, je vais bien. Et toi?
Oui, ça va très bien. Je m'intéressais à savoir, est-ce que vous pensez que le passeport vaccinal devrait avoir une date de fin?
C'est une question pour les provinces parce qu'il y a une approche différente dans chaque province. Ici, un passeport vaccinal, c'est la même chose en Manitoba, mais c'est différent en Ontario. Et je vais toujours respecter les champs de compétences, les programmes des provinces. Mais pour moi, on doit livrer les vaccins, les tests de dépistage rapides et avoir une approche pour les voyages à l'extérieur. Mais les décisions dans les provinces sont les décisions pour les provinces.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous pensez justement le fait qu'ils demandent 2 doses de vaccin pour les avions et les trains? Est-ce que vous appuyez tout ça?
Non, comme j'ai dit, c'est possible. Les vaccins sont très importants. C'est sécuritaire et efficace. Mais c'est possible aussi d'avoir un test de dépistage quotidien pour quelques situations où les gens ne sont pas vaccinés. Voulez-vous une photo?
Oui.
OK.
Merci d'avoir répondu à mes questions.
C'était la même question ce matin avec mon conférence de presse.
Oh, excusez.
Merci, bonne soirée.
Merci, bonne soirée. So I went to Erin O'Toole, and he actually answered to my question. I just asked if he, what he is thinking about if the vaccine passports should have a hand on this, and if actually what he is thinking about the vaccine passport for traveling with a flight or a train. And probably because he don't know now I was with Rebel News, but he actually answered my question. So one time, everything finished like, well done, and just because he didn't see my brand, my company, he was able to actually answer to my question. That's a win, win-win one.
Good job, Alexa, for getting that question answered. How did you feel about his answer, Mocha?
Well, one of the things that I want to point out is basically he is insinuating that if a province decides to violate an individual's right, as federal government, he would let that happen because, you know, it's not his jurisdiction.
That's exactly what I thought when I first saw that video. So it's okay when a province wants to take away your rights, he's not going to stop them. What about if a province wants to give me more gun rights? What if a province wants to give me more rights? Is that allowed?
Exactly. How about those situations? Yeah. So I think it's just, you know, exercising the power you have on the provinces if it suits you, and not exercising it if it doesn't suit your agenda.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to have the same answer as Trudeau. Now, his answer about passports on planes and trains was a little bit different. I don't have the confidence, though, that he would uphold that, because when you're saying we're going to test people, imagine 200 people try to get on the GO train here in Ontario, and you have to get tested right before you go in, or you have to get tested when you buy a ticket, buy a machine or something. I don't understand, and therefore I think it would just logistically it'd be easier for them to just have people present a vaccine passport. So I don't think that would be far off. I think that they would institute that right away as soon as they got any pressure, because that's what they always do. I didn't like that he was wearing his mask outside. It's not necessary. Obviously, science supports that stance of mine. The elbow bumping, if you didn't want to come across looking like Trudeau, there's no need to. He's standing 2 feet away from Alexa. He's as close as we are to each other, and we're elbow bumping. And I also thought it was really funny when Alexa went to go take a picture with him, and she almost put her arm on his shoulder, and then she's like, oh, no, I can't do that. She should have done it anyway. This is what I think. Just maybe freak him out. Oh, my God, you're touching me. Any other thoughts on that? How do you think he's got a bigger audience than Trudeau has at any of his stops. But then again, he's at an event, it looks like. So any other takeaways from that for you of his answers?
Well, yeah, at least he's answering questions, unlike Justin Trudeau, who doesn't even engage with protesters who block his bus for half an hour. I thought he was very caring about Indigenous issues, and you know, if he is the leader of the country, and if those protesters are challenging his legitimacy and challenging the legitimacy of the country, well, who is a better person than Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister himself, in engaging with them and you know, accepting their challenge?
I've always thought that he does not have a good relationship with tribal leaders of the different native bands. I've seen him have meetings with them. He gets very hot-headed pretty quickly.
Well,
and we can keep playing that up front.
He has a legendary. I mean, his legend is that he just looks away. He looked away when the railroad blockades were happening. He looked away when more than 50 now I think the number is 58 now. 58 churches have been burned or vandalized.
That's
he looked
insane.
away. And he just looked away and hid inside his bus for half an hour while these people just wanted to be acknowledged and have a conversation.
Yeah, I thought that obviously the people screaming this is unceded land and stuff, obviously that's nonsense, but the one girl that gets shown there has a good argument where she says the photo op that he took was on my reserve and you didn't do anything there.
Yeah,
so
and
to
he
pretend like this isn't blocking the bus, I don't know what else is.
Yeah, they're saying like Justin Trudeau is inside this bus and we're standing in front of this bus. We just want to be acknowledged, and the police is saying you will be arrested, get out of here. If this is not if this is not blocking a bus, I don't know what is. But also, I want to point out, Justin Trudeau, he did not acknowledge them. He didn't speak to them, and But when you look away, the problem doesn't go away. You need to engage. You need to speak. A real leader. I mean, you know my stance on leaders and everything. I'm not a big politician. I don't like any politician, to be honest, but. If you claim to be a leader, then head on, talk to them, listen to their concerns.
I agree, and I also think that if this was anti-lockdown protesters, they would have been arrested immediately, but they don't want. There he goes again. So he was on the bus the whole time. As you can see also,
he has his photographer with him too. Of course, this is, you don't want to photograph that. You don't want to document that.
Do we have the David Akin tweet there, producer Efron, that we can show as to what the contention was? I just want to reread it. I'm trying to give him, because to just say that this didn't happen would just be an obvious lie, and then to block you'd be extremely
and
childish.
Saying that while there are two video evidence from two different accounts.
So it was deleted.
So this is what he says. You think right-wing news outlets stretch the truth? How about this whooper from a left-wing advocacy group? Complete fake news. I was there. No helicopters were harmed during Trudeau's stop in Elizabeth Bay.
So they deleted the tweet. I don't know if he paid them.
Can we see the comment? I think the channel has responded. We were going off video from the Just in Canada YouTube channel linked.
Social media updates from people in front of the bus. What did you observe?
So they deleted the video because I guess they thought that they were showing fake news. So they're asking, what did you observe? So what does he say? No helicopter for one thing. And a completely typical Trudeau event. Bus showed up, parked where it was supposed to. Lots of RCMP around. A handful of people around the bus yelling about this and that. PM left the bus. Late as usual. PM got on the bus, late as usual. Normal.
So I guess he's trying to say that nobody stopped the bus from leaving? I don't know. But they're blocking the bus. You can't say that it's not blocking the bus.
Wait a second, but he also said that this never happened. Actually, we can just show the real tweet where what he says, and so I don't have to paraphrase.
Can we show that up front? Do we know where that is?
Yeah.
His bus was not blocked ever at any event I attended in this week. So he's trying to say that it wasn't blocked from driving away, I'm guessing. But then why would he block you? Is he just like, oh, he's never going to admit anything? Scroll up. What's this in a reply to? I saw this item from Dogwood and a separate report from Rebel about this bus being blocked, but I saw no mention of his bus being blocked on any of the mainstream media outlets. So this person's just saying the bus was blocked, and then yeah.
But wait a second.
He's not telling
This
the
is
truth.
not true. He was not there. There was not a single journalist or a cameraman or a reporter there who was documenting this other than myself. I didn't see anyone else. There was another guy with a purple shirt who was recording, but I don't know if he's. I think he's the one who uploaded to the YouTube channel. So there was only like him and I, and there was nobody else. David Akin was not there recording. There were a dozen journalists inside the event where the event was happening, and Justin Trudeau was giving an interview right at the door next to the bus, not the bus door, but the building, and there's like a stairway that goes to the bus. That's where the thing happened. But when they arrived, when they moved in front of the bus, when Justin Trudeau was passing, for some reason, all of the media, they were all gone. There was nobody there. It lasted half an hour, and they don't recognize me as a journalist. They won't let me in. But all these journalists they let in, who you're compelled to pay for, by the way, through your tax dollars. And they either failed or refused to show you what happened there, to record, to document what was going on.
Oh, hi. That was a clip from our Rebel Daily live stream. It's hosted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by the big boss man, Ezra Levant, and Tuesdays and Thursdays by me, Sheila Gunn Reid, and my good friend, David Menzies. On the live stream, we talk about the news of the day, we show some videos, and we interact with our viewers at home. We stream at 12 noon Eastern, 10 Mountain. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, Super U, and Odyssey.